On the first day of entering the palace, I calculated a hexagram for myself. Hexagram display. Do nothing. You copy and you win. Believe it. From then on, the life of eating and sleeping salted fish began. Not going to the draft. Sick for the queen. The emperor flipped himself. Sneeze, runny nose, one-stop service arrangement on. The concubines in the harem are fighting to the death. I'm in the small yard next to the cold palace. Sleep darkly. The only worry. The meals delivered by the imperial kitchen are getting more and more perfunctory. Vegetable tofu. Tofu greens. My face is green. Until that day. The Persian cat kept by the concubine is lost. The whole public is looking for chickens and dogs. It was so noisy that I didn't fall asleep in the afternoon. On the head of the chicken coop, I pushed open the broken courtyard door that sat on the branches. Picked up a branch. A few strokes on the ground. Go to the southeast corner of the imperial garden. Take a look inside the stone crack on the third layer of the rockery. Passing maids and eunuchs look at me like a fool. I yawn. Sit back in the yard and continue to sleep. After half an hour, the princess holds the lost cat. Standing at the gate of our hospital, your face is like an overturned pallet. How do you know that? I rubbed my eyes. Count. The next day I had an extra chicken leg for lunch. In a few days, concubine Liu is aggressive. Rush into my little yard with people. Is it your fault to wake up? His carefully maintained peonies. It wilted overnight. The petals fell to the ground. I'm squatting in the corner studying ants moving. Feng Tao didn't lift. 3 feet below the root of the flower in the southwest corner came a villain. Concubine Liu Gui will be suspicious. Make people want to die. Sure enough, a cloth full of needles. It also has his birth date written on it. He turned pale. Who did it? I clap you on my hand. The one with the green dress on his face and the eyebrow mole. Concubine Liu left with murderous intent. It is said that the ex-husband was found out for many years. Eyeliner sent by the head. My lunch has been upgraded to meat and 1 vegetarian, and a plate of exquisite snacks. The harem is starting to have click on the wind about me. The one next to the cold palace is a bit evil. I heard it will count. The queen's head is flooded. Yi is helpless. It hurts and can't sleep all night. Phoenix clothes palace sad clouds. I don't know which talkative person mentioned it. Husband, Mammy Chang next to the queen. Came in person. With a scrutinizing gaze. Sukaran, the head style of the empress. I'm lying in the sun on my broken recliner. I'm too lazy to lift my eyelids. Under the pillow. What is a piece of jade under the pillow? The one with the lotus flower engraved on it. Take it and throw it in the lotus pond. Mammy went back in disbelief. The next day, Feng Yigong spread the news. The empress fell asleep peacefully. Headache is gone. My little yard is lively. The eunuchs and maids who delivered the goods lined up. Empress's brocade. Jade bracelet from the concubine. Even the imperial kitchen has opened its eyes. My little table is bigger than ever. Braised lion head. Steamed sea bass. Crystal shrimp dumplings. I touched my round belly inside. The days of owing a good review are coming to an end. Trouble still comes. Concubine Liu's eyes are looking at me more and more wrong. It's a mixture of fear, jealousy, and calculating light. He ran into me in the imperial garden. Skinny smile. Sukaran is now a big hit. Even the empress looks at you differently. I stared down at the crack in the slate. A tenacious grass. Concubine empress. Just lucky. Really, he got closer. The rich aroma of my body makes my nose itch. The sister helped me do the math. When will this palace give birth to a dragon son for the emperor? It's quiet. All ears are pricked up. It's tricky and vicious. It's a deception. Maybe it's deceiving the concubine. I sneezed. Rubbing his nose. Concubine. You? Why don't you find an imperial doctor first? Concubine Liu's face changed. What do you mean? I look innocent. The fragrance on your body is mixed with saffron pollen, right? Smell it for a long time. Not easily hesitated. Liu Gaifei's face was instantly as white as paper. He took a step back, staring at me. That look can't wait to swallow me alive. That night, my gate was sent with a bang. Some vicious nannies broke in. Sukaran, you are so brave. How dare you poison the incense grave of the concubine? Come with us. Can't help but break up and drag me away. Liu Gaifei's palace is brightly lit. He lay crooked on the soft couch, gloomy face, kneeling beside shivering ambition. Miyagari Suki. Human disease. What else do you have to say? The palace maid pointed at me and cried. It's him, it's him. Finger. Make the servant add something to the incense powder of the concubine. Yes, I yawned. In a hurry. Why do you want to beg for mercy when you are sleepy? No, I pointed to his dresser. A humble black weapon. Wo Dian small box. Have you used the contents of that box for a long time? A tablet derived from the concubine. What do you want to say? That bomb actually provided nectar for the beauty drunk. Really beautiful. But with your daily must-drink Snow Mountain ginseng tea. Ginseng fever. Beauty drunk nectar cold. Get along with hot and cold. Kyuju Chengshi. There is a concubine sitting up straight. Nonsense. The imperial doctor only checks the fragrant powder. Don't check your daily entrance. I would never have imagined that the two would get along. Have you been sweating at night recently? Bored in the morning. It's not very accurate. Liu Gaifei's face turned from white to blue. Clenched fists. He didn't say a word, but his expression said it all. And I sighed. The Zhixiang palace maid received 500 taels of silver from her opponent, added to the fragrance. It's just plain pollen. It will give you a few red rashes at most. What really hurts you is yourself. Full of death marks. Concubine Liu Gaifei was drained of her sharp weapon, spread out on the soft couch, wave and roll. Get out. The next day, concubine Liu Gui fell ill. Behind closed doors, the incense palace maid disappeared silently. I have another one of my lunch specifications. It is said that the bird's nest was specially ordered by the empress. A few quiet days have passed. A bigger wave is coming. When the second prince endorsed the royal book emperor, suddenly foaming at the mouth, all over, unconscious, the whole hospital was alarmed, but couldn't find any serious signs. The emperor ordered a thorough investigation. Check it out. The clue actually pointed to me. A little eunuch recruitment. Said he saw me sneaking around a few days ago, wandering around the imperial study. Buried something in the corner. The golden guard is in the corner of my little house. He dug up a little man full of silver needles. It is engraved with the birthday of the second prince. Grain banquet saint, or murder of a prince. I was chained. Dragged to the imperial palace of mental cultivation. Low air pressure can freeze to death. The emperor sat on the dragon chair and sank like water. Hug aside and weep. Liu Gaifei mouth corner, with an imperceptible sneer. Sushi, do you know your crime? The manager asked with a frying throat. I knelt on the cold tiles. The wrists of each chain penetrate. I don't know. Witnesses and physical evidence are all there. Dare to quibble. The villain is the hard evidence. I looked up at the emperor above. And he's looking at me. Bottomless eyes. Your Majesty, my voice is in the Hall of the Dead. It looks very clear. The villain. It's not mine. The 8 characters of birthday engraved on it are wrong. Yugui Mama. Nonsense. The birthday of His Highness the Second Prince. No need for daily changes. I calmly held out a string of. That villain is in class with 1 thought and 1 appointment. No need for daily updates. Wrong R. There was an oppressive sobbing in the hall. The queen's cries stopped. The emperor's eyes became sharp. Then the steward hurriedly picked up a villain who was taken as hard evidence. His face turned pale instantly. And our difference. Worlds apart. I went on. How could someone use the wrong target? It's unprofessional no matter how dirty it is. Concubine Liu's face turned pale, argumentative. Who knows if you intentionally engraved it wrong? And I interrupted him. My eyes turned to the little eunuch who was correcting me. You said you saw me burying something in the corner of Yushu Square. Yes, yes. What day and time? 3 days ago, sometimes. And I was like, oh, yeah. Something happened 3 days ago. I'm at the abandoned well behind the cold palace. Helpfully Mai may find the golden hairpin he fell. There was Mammy Zhang who was there for a change. And Wang Hu, the captain of the egg squad who patrolled by. The emperor sent someone to ask. The little eunuch collapsed to the ground. The slave remembered it wrong. Yeah, 4 days ago. I laughed. 4 days ago, eunuch Zhao of that house brought 3 little eunuchs. Come and send me something, spread out in my small courtyard. From being a gentleman to having 13 grams, they can all testify. I never left the yard. The little eunuch is completely paralyzed, shaking like a sieve. Can't say a word. If you can really hear it in the hall of mental cultivation, the emperor spoke slowly. I can't hear joy or anger. It's not that you are very good at counting. Even the birthday of my prince is so clear. I look down. Returning to the emperor does not count. When the second prince is full moon. Internal affairs register. The servant happened to pass by. Glanced at. I have a good memory. Everyone was speechless. Liu Gaifei's face was completely distorted. The little eunuch was dragged down. Concubine Liu was silent because she wanted to, glad to slander. He was grounded for 4 to 3 months. I was acquitted. Send it back to the small broken courtyard. It was sent by the supervisor himself to give the reward deposit. Bring a mouthful by the way. Well, the emperor's mouth desires. Let you move. Nana Kyungkan Palace side hall. The seeds in my hand fell off. Kyungkan Palace, the emperor's bedroom. Can you not go to the side hall? I'm bitter, that's good. Qingjing General Manager Eunuch. Face twitching. Cruel. Don't embarrass the slave. Business is tough. I was forced to move into Kyungkan Palace. Side hall. Resplendent. Incense is warm. But I feel uncomfortable. Like a salted fish being forcibly fished into a goldfish bowl. The emperor occasionally comes to speak. Just sit there. Approval of memorials or reading books. I'm on the other side. Or doze off. Or stare out the window in a daze. Count the birds. Here he comes again. After hacking a bunch of folds, I rubbed it, but I didn't believe it. Otherwise speak. Give me a hexagram. Okay. I'm counting. 37th sparrow. What if I turn my head? He looked at me with a deep gaze. Count my country. My heart skipped a beat. Not why. Scatter winds. Tell the truth. The servant still wants to eat for a few more years. Lion head in the imperial kitchen. He was silent for a moment. Then count me. What is I? He paused. How long can you live? Yangshan Hall. Eunuch maid serving. Kneel down in an instant. Head buried dripping. Domineering dare not come out. And I sighed. Your Majesty. You want to know? This says. You. I really want to know. Say. Okay, hands up. Hexagram gold 1,000 taels. Gold. No credit. Your Majesty, he seems to be choking. Staring at me for half a reward. Suddenly laugh out loud. Laughing in the store. Everyone is blinded. What a wake up. He stopped laughing. Complex eyes. Courageous enough. He's not counting the worst things than me. This matter. In the side hall. Like a mascot. Or rather, something that made him feel at ease and strange. Direction of the harem. Completely changed. No one dares to come to me to tell my fortune. No one dares to provoke me easily. After concubine Liu Gui lifted the ban. Converged a lot. Look at me. Still complicated. But I didn't dare to reach out. The queen is kind to me and has a home. Other concubines. It goes around Kyunkin Palace. I became a special being in the harem. Famous. Cruel. Not too low. But lived closest to the emperor. Place is out of favor. The biggest worry every day. Do you want braised pork or sweet and sour pork ribs for lunch? Day. Like white water with honey. Bland. A little sweet and comfortable. Until the news came. Nanjing Dahan Red Emperor. Thousands of miles of fame. The imperial court sent 3 in a row. I am at Liangbai Water Clearing Heart. See you tonight. The heart is at a loss. No matter how loud the public complaints are, there are even rumors. It's the son of heaven. Punishment from heaven. The court quarreled with the battle of God. Suppressing the refugees? The combined medicine plus water is being added. The emperor did not sleep well for several days. Gloomy face. How can it drip out of water? The entire palace are shrouded in a low pressure. This night, lightning and thunder. Torrential rain. The emperor stands at the entrance of Kyunkin Palace. Mother, heavy back. I'm holding a plate of freshly baked walnut crisps. Sitting on the couch. Eat well. Wake up. He suddenly called me. Sound in the rain. A little vague hum. My mouth is bulging. You say. His voice was deep. This natural disaster. Is it my fault? I struggled to swallow the snack. Have a sip of tea. Shunshin Emperor. Well, you believe. Those rumors. Fear of silent natural disasters. It's a natural disaster. I picked up a piece of walnut crisp. What does it have to do with people? Man can still control God. It doesn't rain long. He turned around. Deep eyes. Fall on me. King Xianjian said. This is the law of heaven. Cut. I pouted in disdain. If they are true, then it will look at the sky. I figured out when it would rain. You need to grab it now. Your Majesty, what do you think of this day? Unbell. You have to tie the bell. Uh-huh. God, it doesn't rain. Go to God. Of course, I said. The corner of the emperor's mouth seemed to twitch. What's up? I clapped the dim sum residue on my hand. Walk to him. I also look at the pouring rain emperor outside. Have you ever considered? What place in the south? Is there something there? Provoke God. It's not interesting to be unhappy. The servant guessed blindly. I hurry. For example, like someone dug a big hole in your front door. Pour stinky water every day. Would you like it? Certainly not happy. Maybe get angry. I don't even want to go out. The emperor is thoughtful. You mean the servant didn't say anything? I immediately set aside. Just think so. Something went wrong. Must be useful. It's such a big place. If you say drought, you will not grow an inch of grass. There has to be a reason. And the next day, the emperor secretly dispatched 3 roads of happiness to Nanjing. Focus on exploring the terrain of mountains and rivers. Any abnormal changes? Weather. There are major civil engineering projects, especially those who dig holes. Have a month later. 800 miles into the secret report and send it back. Yangshin store. The emperor looked at me bow for a long time without a word. The face is unpredictable. Finally. Breathe out often. Be alone. God is not happy. The forecast says, the largest river in Nanjing, Upper Kanglan River. 3 years ago, local tycoons, in order to irrigate their 10,000 acres of fertile land with drinking water, he privately built a huge rock dam on the Blue River, almost cut off nearly 70% of the water flow of Frisia. A dozen downstream axes, and the amount of water has plummeted since then. Originally, water goes to a dense place, drying up. This year's drought, it made things worse and completely stopped flowing. People are struggling. And that one is strong. It's a distant expression from concubine Liu's family. Under the banner of the concubine, Rampage Alley. No one dares to control. Decree issued. Fast as thunder. 4 strikes. Was forcibly blown up. The Kanglan River is rushing down. So strong, go to jail at home. Liu Gaifai was implicated. Chizuo title. Reduced to calm, a full year. Liu family forces. Attacked. 1 month later. South into Pujiang, dry drought relief. Leave your name and go home. A fire that could shake the country. Destroyed by inadvertent. Emperor. A small banquet was held in Qianqin Palace. Just me and him. The dishes are exquisite. He personally added a hibiscus machine to me. Abbreviation. Okay. Did you make a big contribution this time? What reward do you want? Don't put down chopsticks. I thought about it very seriously. Can you put the one in the side hall? Rosewood bed. Replaced with slaves. Is that the original hard bed? A bed that is too soft. The back pain of the slave sleeping. Emperor. He was holding his glass. Watched me for a long time. And he sighed. Wake up. Are you really? What is it? It's a weird one. I grinned. Thank you, Emperor, for your praise. The days are calm again. I still live in the side hall of Qianqin Palace. Slept on a special hardboard bed made by the Ministry of Internal Affairs. The Imperial Kitchen cooks delicious food for me. It's just the way the Emperor looks at me. It's getting weirder. Sometimes, I want to see an unsolvable puzzle. Sometimes with a helpless smile. Kiuli's royal paddock startled and flaunted horses. Emperor Siming was in high spirits. Take the lead. Into the depths of the hunting ground. I'm wrapped in thick Hu prisoners. Hidden in the corner of the stands. Dozing off with a stove. For this kind of fighting and killing activity. Not interested at all. Suddenly there was a rapid sound of hooves. Forever silent. With a golden cry. Gu married. Emperor royal immortal. Flower dying in the audience. The queen stood up in shock. The ministers were flustered. Chief of the Jianwei army. Call now. To the rescue. It was chaos. I was awakened by the cries of the crowd. Sleepy eyes relax. What's the matter? A pale-faced palace maid next to her. Long-winded answer. The Emperor. The Emperor is deep in the hunting ground. Jade seal. It looks like a big bug. Big bug tiger. My heart skipped a beat. Sleepy. Subconscious. Fingers are fast. Pinch it up your sleeve. Cold fingertips. Deep in the hunting ground. The Emperor holds a longbow. With a huge body. The visibly enraged golden and white goose. Tiger standoff. Behind the tiger embankment. Tusk. The royal horse beneath him was uneasily planing its hooves. A mistake just now. Ding lang. Throw him to the ground. Accompanying guards. Washed away. Love is critical. The fire seems lost. Patience. Hindsight. I'm about to pounce. The emperor clenched the golden hoop in his hand. Sharp eyes. Prepare to fight to the death. At this critical juncture, remembering the emperor. Don't move a panting girl with a little broken voice. Abrupt memory. Everyone was stunned. The tiger also stewed. Brother's beast head. Turned to the sound source. This one I don't know how. Passed through the chaotic guards. Ran to the front. Hair is loose. Hoop all crooked. He was clutching something in his hand. Look. Like licorice. And a few dead branches. Look. Embarrassing and funny. Material person. Danger back. The guard shouted anxiously. The emperor was also furious. Wake up. Step back, but I don't seem to hear. Eyes fixed on the tiger. He quickly glanced at the emperor again. And the terrain around him. Garlic fingers in the sleeves are faster. It means woodcut. No. Now a gentleman. Words in my mouth. In that tiger. Total loss of patience. Make a sound. A deafening roar. The moment of doing and splashing. I moved, I went back. Instead, he took 2 steps forward. In the eyes of all the horrified. The one in the hand. Messy licorice twigs. Use all your strength. Towards the side of the tiger. An inconspicuous slope direction with several layers of low shrubs. Throw it hard. Go, you licorice withered branches spread out. Fluttering. How many are there? Even on the head of the tiger. Tiger he seems. By the sudden. A harmless attack. Huge head. Shake it off. Roar and accept the same. Bad light is better. Obviously. Completely enraged. He gave up the emperor in front of him. Huge body. Turned. Pouncing with a fishy wind. Guess carefully. Exclaimed everywhere. The emperor's mother and son are splitting. The great sword is about to shoot. At this moment of life and death. Raw all over again. Tiger pounces halfway. Empty body. Suddenly. Without warning. It sinks down. It feels like an invisible distance. And gave it a big tug. Dinosaur sound dream. With the fury of the tiger. Roar of pain. His huge body. Unexpectedly. Straight into me just now. The dirt slope where the licorice is thrown. Dusty. Avoid collapse. A huge dark pit was revealed. Horrified growls and struggles. And teething bone fractures. Everyone was stunned. Look at the big hole that suddenly appeared. Watching the tiger struggling in vain in the pit. Look again at standing by the pit. Pat the chest. That scared me to death. Emoji me. A dead silence. Only the roar of the tiger at the bottom of the pit. I found out later. That place. It is a large trap abandoned by the previous dynasty. Specially used to hunt large beasts. Age. Thick deciduous mud. Soil cover. The surface is only longer. Dropping dwarf shrub. It looks like an ordinary dirt slope. I am still licorice withered branches. Pure. It is to calculate the orientation and reality. Paper a list for the tiger. The dust settles. The emperor is guarded by guards. Go to the pit. Looking at the bottom of the pit. Broken leg. Dying tiger. Take another look. Gray face. My hair is messy. The eyes are complicated and indescribable. Wake up. Ah, your servant is here. You throw that grass. Ah. I scratched my head. Slaves count. There seems to be a pit there. Try the emperor. He was silent. In the end, only 2 words were highlighted, returning to the palace. After every fright. The atmosphere of Kyungkin Palace. A little subtle. The emperor looked at me with a bit of inquiry. Another time. An indescribable blow. He no longer let me live in the side hall. 20 gave an independent palace. Patient Jinan district. Not far from his bedroom. Specifications. Far more than a talented person should be. Reward the chanting like flowing water. Scattered satin. Jewelry needle pill. The warehouse is full. Danwa. Disguised. Leave. Except for the eunuch who delivered the goods. Very few people come. I'm happy. Every day in the large courtyard of Jing'an district. Bask in the sun and eat melon seeds. Study the imperial kitchen. New dim sum. Occasionally remember. The hard-board bed in the side hall of Kyungkin Palace. See the emperor again. 3 months later. Lemay and Jing'an residence. Just right. Fragrant float. He was all alone. Come on, snow. Without any attendants. I'm wrapped in a blanket. Sit in the porch. Holding the heater and watching the snow. Day. Have a good time. There's no emotion in his voice. Thanks to the emperor. I am lazily reflecting. He sat down on the stone bench next to me. The stone stool is cold. He didn't care. Wake up. Okay. I thought about it for a long time. What do you think? What do you want? I turned to look at him. Snow falls on his shoulder. Inky hair. Ming. Yellow dragon robe. Before he met. A bit tired must want. I smiled. It's always been simple. What is alive? Eat and sleep well. I do finger tricks. Better not to be disturbed. And he looked at me. Deep eyes. That's it. That's it. And you know, he paused. Your ability. How many people can't ask for it? If used in the emperor. I cut him off. Instead of serious fortune-telling. This thing. Like a sword. Good use to save people? Use it badly to harm others. The servant is timid, afraid of losing one's life and more afraid of trouble. Just want to be a salted fish. Bask in the sun. He fell silent. Looking into the courtyard. White snow. Red beauty. Silent for a long time. Spring has arrived. Canonization decree. Shock the harem. Talented sushi. Gentle and virtuous. Korean chapter. Specially canonized as queen. Enter the palace. Jing'an drama. The voice of a rice paper eunuch spy. Still reverberating. I'm on my knees. A little dream. In the future in my legend. To be a mother in the world. Slip in the bucket. A grueling position. Empress. Mother ring. Rice paper eunuch. Whisper reminder. I came back to my senses. Look at the imperial decree of the Ming Emperor. Here's a hot potato. That father-in-law. Please order. Can you resist? Eunuch. Soft legs. Almost fell to my knees. Empress. Nephritis? Fangguan chivalry. It sinks like hell. I'm wearing dozens of caddies of clothing. Like a puppet. Being toyed with. Completed the rich ceremony. Except Bai Guan. Worship with the concubines of the 6th palace. Liu concubine. Former princess. Kneel down. Eyes broken. With deep powerlessness. The ceremony is over. Back to the more resplendent Feng Yi Gong. I was so tired that I collapsed on the huge phoenix bed. Quickly help me unload this thing. The maids held back their laughter. Hands and feet. Help me take off my heavy crown. The emperor came in the evening. He is wearing a long suit. Wave all the workers away. The great hall of love. It's just the two of us. How do you feel? He asked. I rubbed my sore neck. Neck is breaking. He chuckled. Walk behind me. Warm fingers. Gently press the back of my neck. Moderate strength. I'm comfortable. He squinted. Why me? I asked the question I've been holding back all day. His finger. There's a pause. Because you are lazy. Ah. Because you are afraid of trouble. Because you just want to be a salted fish. He keeps pressing. Low voice. Wake up. My country is too vast. Water supply too deep. I need a queen. One doesn't make waves. No partisanship. Will not be deliberate. The prince is left to fight for power. Even. His hand on my shoulder. Use a little force. It is better to connect the comfort itself. The queen who doesn't want much. Is that so? I can feel at ease. This harem can be truly quiet. I lay on my soft back. Silent. He values it. It is precisely the nature of my salted fish. No desire to become his balanced harem. Stabilized the most assured chess piece of the previous dynasty. So I said slowly. Slave. Concubine. Just a townhouse. He eats, so to speak. Made me turn over. Look at him, Your Majesty. Let's have a discussion. What? What a queen should do. Can you get someone to do it for you? He raised his eyebrows like, take the 6 houses. Talk to the concubine. Host the sacrificial ceremony. I snapped my fingers and said, better not find me. The smile deepened in his eyes. Can really? Jun, no joke. He leaned in a little closer. Thank you, but in my ear. There's only one thing you need to do. What's the matter? Lying down. Eat well and sleep well. Okay. Don't worry about anything. Yeah, I did. Stretch out your finger. Called. From now on. A miracle appeared in the harem. The queen is sick all year round. Behind closed doors, Fengjian threw it to the office. Safe and childless concubines yawn. Liu Gongshu. Leave it to the capable concubine D. As for those concubines, they are jealous and play to death. Leave it to the emperor. Own headache. I am only responsible for, on major occasions that must be seen every year, with a heavy phoenix crown. Come out for a while. Mask it then. Quickly retract back to my phoenix palace. Continue my salted fish geese. The imperial kitchen racked its brains. Research new materials. Because the queen is their #1 tasting officer. The emperor will come to Fengyi Palace every 3 to 5 days. Something is done approving the memorial. Come and sit. Why did I soak it? Actually, Tea made by palace maids. Sometimes. Just simple. Lie on my side. Specially made. The other end of the heavily padded concubine tower. Read a book or be stingy for a while. We didn't talk much. Busy. The atmosphere has a weird harmony. Like to salted fish that don't interfere with each other. Occasionally there will be times when you have to take action. Like willow slices. He survived until his sister's soared. But I can't go up again. Her family is restless. Occupy in my hometown and make a scene tomorrow. Suddenly live in Beijing. Tell Jade. He was intercepted halfway by the Liu family. Message. Concubine Yan handed it to me. And I sighed. Come and say hello in Liuping. Just to find out the wind. Accidentally mentioned. I heard that Zijiao's mass grave. It's not peaceful recently. Someone always hears crying in the middle of the night. Sister Liu Ping. You basicking these few nights. But don't go out. Liu Ping's face turned green on the spot. I got scared sick when I went back. Write letters overnight. Go back to your parents' house. I don't know what he wrote. The Liu family quickly converged. Not only did they return the land, and lost an unprecedented amount of money. The miserable family holds the money. Go away. Lost a game. Could set off a major case. So here's another example. Frontier General Triumph Gong High Earthquake. Someone tipped him off. Hidden Dragon Cannon Conspiracy. The Emperor was furious. But suffering. Remember his prestige in the army. Dilemma. He came to Fengyi Palace. Frowning. I'm playing leaf cards with the maids. The tree's face is covered with notes. He waved the workers back. Sit across from me. Queen. I was busy studying the cards in my hand. Count for me. What is it? And in the middle, I throw a card. Can't figure out why. Heart and belly. Not really. I don't look up. However, His Majesty, if you're really worried about the general, how not? Invite his wife to the palace for tea. The emperor's eyes moved slightly. 3 days later, the general's wife was summoned to the palace. I had a little feast. Just small talk. Ask him about the wind dance in his hometown. Hard work on the edge of the city. General. The lady is a happy person. Talking about the difficulty of border soldiers. Speaking of erotic parts. A few tears when parting. I asked casually. Madam. General. All year round in a cold land. Old wound. It happens a lot. I heard that there is a kind of white tiger skin in the north. The most warm and healthy. There are just 2 good ones in the warehouse of this palace. Go back and have someone send it to the general. The general's wife is grateful. The next day, the great general. He personally escorted more than a dozen carts to the palace gate. In the car is what he captured over the years of battle to keep as the enemy of remembrance. And a letter of willingness. Plea. Strict privacy. Hide loot. Panic. Wish to be trapped in the treasury. To atone for his sins, the emperor looked at the mountains of treasures. And the book. Long time. And he sighed. Sealed on rice paper. Alchemy book iron scroll. A possible bloodbath. Vanish into invisibility. Days flow so salty. I am in the position of queen. Lie down. That's 10 years. Became the great Liang since the founding of the country. The least like a queen. Also the most stable queen. Harem. Under my administration. It actually weirdly maintains the surface peace. The concubines are used to it. No queen control. No one cares about the days they compete for favor. On the contrary, there are a lot less hookups. The previous dynasty is also used to it. The queen is a mascot. Saved countless diamonds. Harem mind. Another warm afternoon. I'm lying in a rocking chair in the garden behind the Fengi Palace. Covered with a pagoda. With chilled sour plum soup. And a dish that just came out of the oven. Crispy slag lotus crisp. The years are quiet. Salted fish Manchu. A little eunuch. Come and bully the empress with your hands and feet. Former concubine. Thousands of people come to ask. Next month is the 6th birthday of the Empress Dowager. The specifications and list of this force. I didn't lift my eyelids. Wave your hand and let concubines yawn. Just order it yourself. Plus 3 achievements. It was the little eunuch who ran away. After a while, another little maid came to pee. Concubine D said that the separation of silver from the 6 palaces in summer. Jean de Fay. Accounting method. But go to the director of internal affairs. Don't look for me, it's the sound of footsteps going away. The world is finally clean. And I sighed with satisfaction. Pick up a piece of nucleotide. Take a bite. Crispy fragrance. Sweet but not greasy. The craftsmanship of the imperial kitchen. More and more advanced. Sunset. Plate the glazed tile with a layer of gold edge. The breeze brings a faint fragrance of flowers. Rocking chair swaying gently. I close my eyes. Feel the stolen floating life for half a day. The corners of the mouth rise unconsciously. Who says? Salted fish cannot win in a breeze. Look at me from the small broken courtyard by the cold palace. Lying all the way to this world. The most prestigious position of a woman. Although, this position is a bit awkward. But at least there's food and drink. Someone to serve. Don't work yet. It's the pinnacle of salted fish's life. Footsteps sounded again. Very clear and stable. With the familiar aroma of dragon thread. Stop by my side. A shadow falls. I'm too lazy to open my eyes. The Emperor's memorial today. Finished. Ah. Deep voice. Remember above your head. Those old men. No more arguing. Funding for the canal. Did you win the quarrel? I've let them quarrel enough. Cut the budget by 3 games. If you make any more noise, you will cut it all off. All shut up. I chuckled. The Emperor is wise. He seems to. He sat down on the stone bench next to him. Quiet for a while. Wake up, this queen is. But comfortable. I opened one eye. The golden light of the setting sun fell on him. Contour fusion. The corners of the eyes have thin lines. Familiar with my honest nod. Except for the phoenix crown. It's too heavy, everything else is fine. He chuckles. I sometimes wonder. What did you think to push you to this place? Did you feel wronged? I sat up. Stretched a lot. The tendency of bones to bind. Aggrieved. I picked up the sour plum soup. My maid took a gulp. Cool. Sweet and sour. Then face him. Show a sincere. Big smile. Your Majesty? You see me pointing to the gorgeous sunset in the sky, pointing to the peonies in bloom in the yard. The wise are passive. Delicate dim sum. Finally, he pointed to himself. Soft and expensive uniform. No need to get up early. Don't fight with others. Don't worry about those messy ledgers. Eat whatever you want. There are also people who send money and things on time. I took a picture of this characteristic under me. A 7-story upholstered rosewood rocking chair. A life of contentment. This day is simply. It's a slave tailor-made for salted fish, no. Concubine. Lying down is comfortable. The emperor looked at me. Watched for a long time. Sunset gold. Fall into his eyes. Like melting gold. Finally. And he laughed. In that smile. There is relief and ease. There is still a trace. The warmth of relief. Just be comfortable. He picked up the last piece of lotus cake on my plate. Take a bite. Then I'm relieved. The night breeze is gentle. Twilight is like a river. So a male glazed tile. In the last afterglow. Shining warm light. Like a salted fish that has finally found its most comfortable beach. Lazuli turned over. Basking in the sun. Spit a bubble. Long ears. Wind in a breeze.